Starts now.
Good morning at 6:29. I'm David Schneider on this Monday morning.
And I'm Vanessa Bishania. In for Caitlin this morning is meteorologist Tyler Jankowski. He's in with our wake-up weather, and we got some rain on this dreary Monday.
We do, and it's from
6:31 now. It has now been 1 week since the fatal shooting in Las Vegas, and many questions, including what the motive was here, remain unsolved.
Some of those affected by the massacre speaking out. NBC5's John Lawrence.
6:33 now to a DACA update. The White House laying out its list of requests for a deal to protect undocumented immigrants who are brought here by their parents. Now, late last night, the Trump administration saying they want tougher border security and immigration enforcement measures included in any deal that's going to replace DACA, which is the Obama program, which is now ending. Those measures include provisions making it harder for minors to enter the United States illegally, money for a border wall, and cuts to immigration. Well, Vice President Mike Pence watching the Indianapolis Colts game against the San Francisco 49ers yesterday, but he didn't even stay for kickoff. Pence was at the game in part to honor former Colts quarterback Peyton Manning's number retirement, but he left after several 49ers kneeled during the national anthem. In a tweet, the VP said he would not dignify any event that disrespects our soldiers, our flag, or our national anthem. The president later tweeting, he asked the vice president to leave if any players kneel. 34 now. If you are flying anytime soon, remember to leave a little extra time before takeoff. All electronic devices bigger than a cell phone now, so that's your tablets, your Kindles, your Game Boys. Those have to be taken out of your carry-on luggage and then be put into bins, not just your laptop anymore. Now, these new procedures were announced earlier this year and are being phased in at airports across the nation. Right now, TSA agents are being trained in this, and they expect new policies to be fully implemented in the next few weeks. 6:37. It was a tearful scene at Plattsburgh High School Sunday afternoon. German exchange students loaded the buses for the airport as they head home after 3 weeks in the North Country. New York students are matched with a German partner, and both live and learn in each other's home countries. They spent the last few weeks studying, but also traveling and getting to know the area a little bit better. The program called GAP has been around for 30 years. This is a cool program. The students from Plattsburgh High will then travel to Germany in the spring.
Up next, a kid's comic strip going viral. Why it appears Batman may have let himself go.
And a girl teaching a certain quarterback a valuable lesson. The point she is proving coming up.
Welcome back. 6:41 on the dot right now. Taking a live look outside at Burlington. Still kind of dark out there. You can see the lights at the UVM STEM Center on this Monday morning.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got rain to start the work week. Tyler's going to fill you in on all that. He'll have a full first alert forecast coming up in about 4 minutes or so. But first, a 10-year-old fiddler in Texas is helping homeless animals one note at a time.
This is really a great story. Jackson Rendon is trying to support pets who were displaced after Hurricane Harvey. For several days, he's been standing outside the Austin City Limits Music Festival collecting donations.
The fifth grader says all he wants is for animals to have a home.
Hey, good for him.
Yeah, he's got a big heart.
Yes, he does. So great to see that. Well, speaking of kids doing amazing things, here's a picture that has been shared across the internet. It's Batman sporting a dad bod out on the beach.
Yeah, it seems like he may have hung up his cape and taken some time off fighting some crime. Yeah. Well, so there's being a supportive sibling, and then there's this. The Western Michigan Broncos and the Buffalo Bulls, NCAA teams, in overtime, right? So the quarterback connects with the tight end, gets the touchdown, and then wanted to congratulate her brother. The tight end's sister runs onto the field. Yeah, that's her getting thrown out because you can't do that. Well, apparently she thought that the game was over, but that wasn't the case. Aw, see, that's a touching moment. But again, fortunately, can't do that. Though her brother's team did come out on top. The Broncos won 71-68, which, by the way, is the highest scoring football game in NCAA history. All right, Tyler, thank you. 6:48 now. A young girl teaching quarterback Cam Newton a thing or two about women and football.
Take a listen to this.
Okay, Cam, pay attention because I'm only going to say this once. This is a corner route. This is a slant route.
Wow, that is Reese, a well-studied Philadelphia Eagles fan from New Jersey.
No, she's from Jersey. She's got that sass. She is sticking it to Newton after he said during a press conference that it's funny to hear a Female talking about routes when he took a question from a female reporter.
Yeah, since apologized, but Reese decided it's still worth making that point. She was sure cute when she did it, too.
Exactly.
We'll take a look right outside now from the Echo Cam in Burlington.
It's a dark and stormy morning there for this Monday. Tyler's going to tell you what your forecast is coming up in News to Go. Coming up on 6:52, this is News to Go. This morning, Nate is weakening, but not before packing a punch for parts of the southeast.
Take a look at some of this video from Biloxi, Mississippi on Saturday. You can see the strong winds and high floodwaters there.
But overall, many saying the damage could have been a lot worse.
Nate's remnants still bringing some stormy weather to parts of the East Coast, as Tyler has been showing you this morning. In South Carolina, even several tornadoes have been reported.
1 week after the deadliest shooting in modern American history, lawmakers are debating the fate of bump stocks.
Police say the Las Vegas gunman used those devices to give his weapons more firepower. NBC5's Aixa Diaz is in our Washington bureau with the latest on a proposed ban.
Vice President Mike Pence watching the Indianapolis Colts game against the San Francisco 49ers yesterday, but he left a bit early. It wasn't to beat traffic. He didn't even stay for the kickoff. 6:55, the driver of a wrong-way fatal crash preparing this morning to face a judge again. Carrie Benor's sentencing hearing is today, and that will decide her fate following the 2015 crash. She's being accused of steering her car across 89, killing Brendan Cousineau. Cousineau was a father, a son, a volunteer EMT, and a brother. His family members started the Med 47 Foundation in his name. It'll provide funds and equipment to area rescue squads and offer scholarships for kids to go to trade schools. We will have coverage of that sentencing starting later today right here on NBC5. And a very sad anniversary marked this weekend. Sunday marking 1 year since a wrong-way crash on 89 in Williston that took the lives of 5 teenagers. 4 of them would have been seniors this year at Harwood Union High School. Now, for anyone who would like to remember those young lives, a gazebo at the high school has been dedicated to their memory, and it's open to anyone who'd like to visit.
All right, Tyler, thanks. Thank you so much for joining us here at NBC5. We hope you have a great morning.
We'll see you back here in half an hour for more news and weather. The Today Show coming up next.